Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, I should say, to this latest video from the Rangers Rabble. Now, I was just in the midst of editing the video and I realised that the audio is not great. I've got no idea why this has happened. I've tried to fix it as best I can. So please bear with it. It's a short video. And like I say, I've tried to fix it as best I can. But I really do hope that you enjoy it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And again, my apologies, the audio isn't great. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Martin Douglas. I am the host of the Rangers Rabble podcast. And today we are here to discuss a certain Belgian, I don't even know if you can say wonder kid anymore because of his age, but the best Belgian midfielder in Scotland. That is who we are here to discuss. Now, as it says there, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. Now, Nico Raskin, a player who 12, 18 months ago, 16 months ago, I think the majority of supporters would have said, he's not performing, he's not good enough, let's get rid of him. Well, I hope they people have got egg on their face. Well, I didn't really say so much, let's get rid of him. It was more along the lines of he's injured quite a lot. When he is performing, he's not performing to the levels that we expect. However, what a turnaround. He has been one of our best players this season, and a season that has been poor for Rangers. Let's not keep ourselves on it. It's been extremely poor for the football club, bar in Europe, which of course we are still in. And you could argue that the players around about him haven't been performing to the levels, but certainly for the last 3 or 4 months, Nico Raskin has been right up there, doing the job all across the park, doing his job defensively, breaking up attacks, pressing people. He's getting better on the ball, although that's something that I certainly think he can still very much improve on. If he just wins the ball back and plays that nice short pass, doesn't try to play any expansive passes, I think he does quite well. Getting forward, getting on the end of things, scoring goals, albeit, not for the position he played in, but he scored against Celtic from a corner with a head, and he also assisted. So he's getting forward and he's helping the players further up the pitch as well. He's doing his defensive duties. He's like a Duracell bunny. He never seems to run out of energy. But that brings up, I suppose, a bigger question. He has 2 years left on his deal. His deal runs out in May 2027. Now is the time that obviously Rangers have to offer a new contract and find out whether the player wants to extend. Raskin has made it very clear in the past that he wants to play in the Premier League. He's not really kept that quiet. That is certainly something that he wants to do. So the worry is now, with 2 years left on his deal, with loads of noise round about him, with his performances for Belgium, he's made his first 2 appearances. He made a 10-minute cameo off the bench in the first leg against Ukraine, which Belgium lost 3-1. And then the second leg, he was outstanding in the middle of the park. He controlled the game, 98%, I think, passing accuracy. He got a standing ovation. If it wasn't for Lukaku getting a double, he'd have probably got man of the match. All his teammates talking very well about him. His manager coming out and praising him. So we need to get a new deal sorted for Nico Raskin, and we need to get a new deal sorted pronto. If, and it's a big if the player wants to stay, which, like I've just previously mentioned, he's talked about wanting to go to England. He's talked about wanting to play at a higher level in terms of league. So is that a worry for you watching this video? By the way, like, comment, and subscribe. Really, really help the channel out. It's greatly appreciated. We're trying to grow. We're trying to go to that next level. In order to get to that next level, folks, we need your support. And also, I just want to say a big, massive thank you to our sponsors, Blue Unicorn Digital and Mortgage Haven UK. The links for both are in the description, so check them out. and by checking them out, you're helping to support the channel as well. And of course, if you want more content, extra content, bonus content, EPL shows, wrestling shows, more Rangers shows, Monday to Friday afternoon rabble at 12:30 live every single day on the channel, Monday to Friday. Then join up as a member now, and you get all that for the measly sum of $1.99 per month. That's the lowest tier. You get at least 8 shows a week on top of what we offer here on YouTube. But anyway, back to the conversation. Nico Raskin, what's your thoughts? Please get it in the comments. Can we keep him? Do we absolutely, is it a must? We need to keep this guy moving forward, or do we now try and look maybe at the situation that we're in? At the position that we're in, Nico, with all that's been spoke about him, all that's surrounding him right now, do we try and get as good a fee as what we possibly can in the summer, knowing that he only has 2 years left on his contract? What's your thoughts? Please let me know in the comments, because over the last few years, the one thing that Rangers haven't been great at is player negotiations, contracts, and we've let so many players leave for buttons, if not for free. We have not been a football club that has been great, has been very well ran, to be honest. And obviously, does it make it more difficult with the new investment coming in the summer that are not here yet? So I wouldn't imagine that the board will be dealing with contract negotiations. I would imagine the scouting's not getting done as much right now, waiting on these new investors, these new owners coming in. Could that be an issue in terms of receiving bids for players, or looking at players or new contracts, especially for the likes of a Nico Raskin? Is that going to be a bit of an issue for us? I hope not. I hope it gets sorted very, very quickly. My own personal opinion is I would like to see Nico stay at the club for as long as possible, unless we get a ridiculous offer. What is a ridiculous offer, you may ask? Well, I'm not going to put a number on it, because there's this thing called being clipped, and I have been clipped far too many times in my life. So I will not be putting a number on it. But if we receive a ridiculous offer for Nico, of course we're going to take it. We have to take it. We're in a league that demands that you must sell players in order to make a decent amount of money. Celtic have shown in the past how good they are at dealing with incoming and outgoing transfers. They have done it very, very well, regardless of our bias. You can't really say that they haven't. They've been a very well-run football club. They make a lot of money, and a lot of that is through player trading. So, Nico Raskin, folks, talk to me, tell me, get it in the comments. What do we do now as a football club? I mean, obviously, you want to extend that contract. We want to have Nico on an extended 2 year deal. We want him tagged down for the next 4 years, so that if a club wants to come in, then we can say, right, well, no, it's this much instead of this much. That is absolutely what we need to do. Would you be happy with a ridiculous offer coming in for Nico, and us letting him go if it means a lot more money in the bank to go and then spend on other players? Or are we just starting to see exactly what Raskin's capable of and how we can help this team moving forward? Not just in the league, not just about next season challenging for leagues and challenging for cups, but also the type of player that we need in Europe, because he is excellent in Europe. And how much would it cost to replace a Nico Raskin? That's something that we've got to ask ourselves as well. How much is it going to cost to replace him? Who knows? Who knows? Folks, please let me know. Like I say, in the comments, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Are you worried? Are you a bit ambiguous about it? If that's even the right word. But we shall see. I certainly hope he stays. I hope he stays at the club for as long as he possibly can. I hope he helps us go on next season and beyond, and helps us win leagues and cups, and helps us progress in Europe, and does what obviously the new ownership will want to do with the progression of the football club, bringing in better players round about them, making it a bigger and better squad. I certainly think that Nico is that kind of player who can add to better players around about him, help youngsters coming through. And just finally, he's absolutely captain material, by the way. He's 100% captain material. Now, what's going to happen with Tav moving forward next season? Is he going to be part of the squad? Are we going to bring in a bigger and better right back, a more athletic right back? Tav's starting to slow down. if that happens, does Nico then take over the captaincy? Or does Nico take over the captaincy anyway, as of next season, even if Tavernier's still involved? Or does Tavernier keep a hold of that captain's armband? I certainly think that Raskin is more than capable of being the club captain. I think really now he should be moving into next season. You don't take a captaincy off a player towards the end of a season. That really doesn't make any sense. But he absolutely could be the captain of Rangers Football Club. I hope that happens. I hope he stays. I hope that we get the contract situation sorted. 2 years now is nothing in football for a player's contract, and it can absolutely decrease the price. And I certainly hope that doesn't happen. But let me know what you think, folks. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you do it. Support the channel. Thank you very much for watching. And like I said, it's so important the comments because that's what helps share the algorithm through YouTube, and of course the views as well, and the likes. Everything helps. Thank you for watching, folks, and as always, we shall speak very, very soon.